Hey guys, welcome to my channel. My name is Yolanda, and in today's video I'm going to be giving to you guys some last minute college dorm essentials. So these are some of the things that I definitely got after the fact or didn't really think of in the beginning of to get, but then maybe got it later in my shopping spree before I went to college. But these are some things that are helpful, that are actually practical items that you may have forgotten or may already have on your shopping list. So before we get started, make sure to give this video a huge thumbs up, make sure to subscribe down below, make sure to turn post notification notified when I post. If I ever do, let's get on to this video. Okay, so for the first item, it's definitely cutting mats. For somebody, some of the items only pertain if you have an apartment style dorm. So if you're cooking your own food, but if you get food from the dorm house or whatever, skip this one, go to the next one. But for our first one though, it's cutting mats, because the amount of times I would cut stuff up, or you need to just have it out to prepare a certain food item, I just had to use napkins or create extra dishes when it's I just never thought to have that, I had spent over $400 and I was I don't want to spend on anything else, so I never thought about the other stuff. But that's definitely one that I wish going back I had gotten. Okay, next thing is definitely drying mats, and I'd say this would maybe even be helpful even if you do share a room or whatever, or if you don't have a kitchen. If you have a few utensils and stuff, or a few reusable plates, and let's say if you just need to dry them off, it's always good to have a good little drying mat, because I definitely a lot of water would seep through at the bottom, and then having to dry it after, and it's just if you had a drying mat, it'll just make it so much more convenient that way. Next thing is, I don't necessarily recommend to get this certain type of ice cubes. Recommend getting the ones that are reusable, and they have this, I don't know what kind of water inside, but you don't ever open them, but it's you just put them in the freezer, and they're already cubes, so it's a pack of 24 or whatever. I have a pack of probably 20 or something, and that's been extremely helpful, because I don't like to deal with those little ice trays. I just think that no, I used to back in the days, and not anymore. So just having those, just plop into your drink, or I don't know what else, I would mainly use it for my drinks, is really convenient. Okay, next thing is a ton of scrubs. I definitely forgot that oh, you can't use a scrub for too long, because then it's not even gonna get the dishes to be clean. So first of all, my dishes were clean first of all, but the lengths that I went to go actually find a cheap, I literally walked an hour to Kroger just to get more scrubs, when I realized that my scrub just wasn't in it anymore, because I got a little 3-pack, but that did not last me. Honestly, it's important to regularly switch those out, because yeah. Okay, next thing, I didn't think about this because I would always have the cleaning supplies, but honestly I would still, so this is for people that share showers, or maybe not community style is what I'm trying to go with. But I never thought about this, but I think I'm gonna still clean my shower, but then put this on top of it. But it's pretty much just a bath mat, and I feel I'd be much more comfortable being barefoot in the shower that way. Might be a hot take, but yeah. And then we have rug mats, the things that go under the rug to keep it in place. I don't know why I never thought about it, but honestly, I feel it only pertains, I don't know if it happens on a carpeted floor, but I had wooden floor in my dorm, and that thing kept on sliding. And honestly, once again, I'm in the city, so buying a rug mat, it's either you're gonna have to pay the overpriced amount of it, or just thug it out. And so that's what I did. I thugged it out because I did not want to go far. It's too much to Uber, too much to ask somebody to help you get somewhere, so I just thugged it out. But this year I am getting a rug mat so that it will not be slipping, because I can't do it no more. Okay, and the next thing is extra sheets. I literally always would learn the hard way. Now, there was never a night where I didn't to go to sleep with sheets on. Let me make that clear. I would literally stay out to 12, 1 a.m. just to get my clothes done. But I just never had like a second thingy, so I just ended up just sitting on the floor until my sheets would be done. And it's just like, I don't need to suffer like that, you know. Like it's gonna have like a rotation. At least have two, okay? One that's on your bed and then one that's already clean, so that when it's time to do your bedding. And I know literally this is like probably a common hack that a lot of people say. I just was trying to be cheap, but now that I know what I actually need, like that's something that I'm definitely gonna do. Okay, and then this is like kind of just like an extra thingy, but if you're that type of person that have people over to your dorm or even sleepovers, I just really recommend just like either having like a blow up air mattress, which that's like a huge and low-key expensive. So I really want to get like this Japanese futon thingy, but like those things are like $50. But like the amount of times that I've wanted to sleep over or had friends wanting to come stay over, and it's just like there's not really a place to stay because like I'm on a twin size bed, and it's just like but one thing though that is important, which is the one I was gonna tell you guys, is having like a beanbag or some sort of chair, because usually when people come over, I'll tell them to sit on my bed. But now that I'm thinking about it, I do not like outside clothes on my bed, so I really want to get a chair. That's something that I'm definitely getting, is a huge beanbag that not only I can sleep on if I wanted to, but also for guests to sit on. Okay, and then going on to like my little side list, I have extra braiding hair. If you are black, oh my gosh, get you some extra braiding hair until you're able to find like enough to at least last you the first semester. Because let me tell you, like first semester, like you're still figuring out everything, and especially if you don't have a car, you guys are one of the ones that actually need to actually bring it, because you can like manage and find it. Of course, if you have a car, you can just drive out more, but for me that was not an option. I didn't have a car first or second semester, so well, second semester was fine. There was like another beauty shop, but like some of those prices would be expensive. So if you want your good deals, go to your hometown. But if you are willing to pay the prices, then fine, you know, go buy it in your college town. But if you want to save a buck or two, I got you. Stick to getting it from your hometown, or even if you get it from your hometown and then refill for the next semester to bring, then you can also do that. It may be a lot of money up front, but I'm telling you, in the long run, like you're saving a lot that way. Okay, next thing is money wise. I feel like safe bet is honestly to have at least $1,000. Okay, $500 first semester, $500 second semester. Now if you're not a crazy shopper, if you buy things here and there that are little, if you're like good with money management, that should last you. Now if you're not, maybe going out all the time, and which is fine, you know, if that's what you want to do, you could do that, of course, but the budget may need to be a little bit bigger. But for me, and especially for the situation that I'm in, I didn't really spend as much. A lot of the things that I would do would be actually around campus, because they actually do have a lot of things to offer for students for free if you really like, you know. And so I was able to get by with groceries. Okay, actually wait, but if you don't pay for a meal plan, $2,000. Yeah, because I spent like probably like $400, $500 worth of money on food for at least like a semester. But girl math, half of it wasn't my money, so I don't know. Anyways, so that's that. Next thing is earplugs. Y'all should go definitely watch my story time with my other roommate that I had. But yeah, that's just good to have. But honestly, like it doesn't matter where you are, there's gonna be like so much noise just in general. It might be from your downstairs, upstairs, next door neighbors, maybe outside. It doesn't matter if you're in the city, but especially in the city though, but in the city or in Statesboro where I was at, like there was noise. I lived across from a bar, y'all, and right now I live across from a club. Like it's just bound to be. And so if you're just a person that doesn't like noise, either like earplugs or like a noise machine is good. Okay, next thing is a mini fan. That is something that I literally need to get. I actually needed it, and I should have bought it at the store because like it's like hot at work. But yes, like it's just always good having a mini fan, and especially for like, I don't know, just you just never know when you're gonna need one. And like there's a lot of times you're gonna be stuck in lines, and so because there's a lot of students more than likely at your campus, and so it's just good to always be prepared in that aspect too. Next thing, you might have not thought about it, but identification cards, especially for those people that may have went into college and spent all of their money, and or just in general, if you just want a job, you're gonna need your identification. So make sure you packed your license, make sure you have your social security card. Don't keep that on you at all times, because I know somebody that did that, lost their wallet. Luckily they found their wallet, but I was like, a boy, because it was a boy. And third thing is also, I feel like your health insurance, that's something too, because I needed medication and my insurance updated. I didn't realize it, but yeah, it's just good to have like things along that line, you know, with you, because now that you're an adult, entering adulthood, you gotta have to do adult things though too. Like your parents can do it, of course, but if you need something immediately like here and you're not able to get it from your parents, it's good to always have it on hand or on file somewhere, like in emails or something like that. I don't know if, don't trust me with the email stuff. But next thing is like a beach pool towel, because like for me, like I have like a bunch of like regular towels, but I didn't really have like a beach towel. And so like, you know, you never know when you're gonna go for a swim or maybe like a side quest. And so to have a towel that you don't like use in the shower, but just like a separate towel, like a play shower, like a play towel or whatever, or if you want to do yoga in the lobby or something like that, like you have like a towel that's like designated for like other stuff activities, not like using up your other ones that you use for the shower and then having to wash those, and oh, now you ran out of towels. That can be hectic. And last but not least, I learned my lesson at Statesboro, Georgia Southern campus, but basically not having an umbrella, oh my gosh, like that was like the worst thing ever, not having an umbrella. But I'm glad I ended up buying one from like Walmart for like $8 or $9. Why are the small ones like expensive than the big ones? But that's besides the point. Yeah, so just having one, make sure to pack one, because I definitely did not. But I also never had one, and actually I did have one in general, but it broke. So make sure to buy a good one, because it's not always going to be sunshine and rainbows. But yes, okay, I really hope you guys enjoyed this video. Have an amazing rest of your day. Peace is already out.